Here is an interesting topic: how to decide the sample size. One is according to the central limit theorem, the sample size is at least 30. According to the law of large number, the bigger the sample size, the better. So at least 30. You may wonder, 30 is enough? No worry. Do you know the Dow Jones Index? Dow Jones Index use 30 companies stock to represent the whole stock market in the US. So it works. The second, if you want to be more scientific, use the confidence interval formula to figure out the minimal sample size. In our case, for the mean. Remember, the universal confidence interval formula is point estimate plus or minus margin of error. If you want to build 95% confidence interval, use this formula. And this a whole bunch is the margin of error. For 99.7% confidence interval, this a whole bunch is the margin of error. S bar is the point estimate. So from here, you just need to do some algebra to figure out the minimal sample size for the mean. Here, M is the margin of error. In our case, because we want to see if the average weight is within the target range, this is the target range. From this range, because if you use this number minus this number, you got 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So obviously the margin of error is M is 3. And for proportion, the universal confidence interval formula is applicable here too. Point estimate plus or minus margin of error. So if you want to build 95%, this a whole bunch is the margin of error. If you want to build 99.7%, this whole bunch is the margin of error. So from this formula, we can derive the minimal sample size for proportions. Remember here, M is the margin of error. In this case, the M is 5%. The M is 5%. Why? Because at least 90%, that means 90% to 100% of the tablets are within the target range. So the confidence interval is this range. You use 100% minus 90% divided by 2. You got 5%. So the the margin of error is 5%, and you do some algebra, you can calculate. In this case, the p hat or the p star is 95%, and the minimal sample size is 76. Anyway, I offer you some choice or options to decide the suitable sample size for either the mean or proportion. Good luck!